On Europe editor Phil Colclough. Mission Eurovision's Anna Ferguson. Eurovision broadcaster Lisa Jane Lewis. OK UK President Alastair Rendell. All Out Eurovision.
I'm David Murphy, welcome to All Out Eurovision. Let's find out what's coming up on this week's show with JP.
Representing Belgium,
Bubophonic and The Wrong Place.
I see a smiling face that makes me wanna cry. What was I thinking? 'Cause all we did was fight. Don't you ever dare to wear my Johnny Cash t-shirt.
Wrong place. You're in the wrong place.
representing the Czech Republic,
Benny Crystal and Omaga.
Ireland.
Leslie Roy and Maps.
Representing Israel.
Eden Arlene and Set Me Free. Samantha Tina, The Moon is Rising.
Representing Lithuania.
The Roop and Discotheque. Rafa and The Ride.
Biggest music contest. Get closer, feel more. All Out Eurovision.
Representing Belgium.
I wake up and I think I could use another drink. I'm reaching for a smoke to forget about last night. Last night I get up cause I need a shot of instant remedy. I put a record on, it makes me think about last night. Last night, it all ended in the weirdest trip. You started acting way too hip, that's why I ignored you for a long, long time. But then you had the best opening line. You're lying next to me, I don't know where to hide. I see a smiley face that makes me wanna cry. What was I thinking? 'Cause all we did was fight. Don't you ever dare to wear my Johnny Cash t-shirt.
You're in the wrong place.
You wake up and you think you won't need another drink. You don't want me to smoke, though I didn't stop last night. Last night you get up cause you need an organic cup of tea. You put a record on that makes you think about last night. Last night you confused me with your blurry eyes. Thought you were a different kind of guy, that's why I took you to my messy place. But it felt as if we were in a different space. You're lying next to me, I don't know where to hide.
start our pop pick this week with the entry from Belgium. Over to the panel now here on All Out Eurovision to see what they make of it.
Belgium, what can I say? To me, this song does not do much to me, though it is pleasant and enjoyable, but because it is too mellow, it might be falling through. It is a song without impact. I give Belgium 5 points.
The title of this song, The Wrong Place, accurately describes what I think about this song in so many ways. It's definitely in the harder semi-final to escape from, and there's part of me that thinks that this kind of song is too contemporary and hipster for the Eurovision Festival of Popular Song, and I generally worry that the voters on a Tuesday night in mid-May are going to listen to something else in that semi-final and miss this piece of genuinely good songwriting. It's what Wogan used to describe as a grower, meaning it's definitely not instant enough for the televoters to go, I like that one, but is the type of song that the so-called music professionals are going to look at. Coupled with their voting instructions, they'll tick all the boxes, but it took me at least 3 listens to get this song. Europe's televoters will only have the one. 5 points.
Hooverphonic might not be the best at PR, but with their classic lineup in place, they have set themselves up as a dark horse. There is one focus in the video and the live performances of The Wrong Place, Geige Harnett. She is what a lead singer should be. Perfect live vocals, charismatic without being flamboyant, and totally fitting with the lyrics. Now you've got to love him or hate him, but Alex Carlier has got Belgium's 2021 entry sorted. It's 8 points from me.
It doesn't really get going and then it ends really abruptly. What's that all about? Lyrics about Johnny Cash t-shirts would normally get us really excited, but all we feel is a bit bewildered. We're going to give this one 3 points.
I pretty much have nothing good to say about this song. I find it to be that sort of poncy style of music that suggests that those who've written and produced it think that they're better than everybody else. I don't know why, I just feel so much kind of disdain for this song and everything about it. It's the one on the bottom of my list, and therefore I am giving Belgium no points.
Well, the Belgian entry's definitely in the category of want to like this a lot more than I do. I mean, I really liked their song last year, and Hooverphonic, they're undoubtedly a good band. They've got pedigree, they are, to use a word I can't stand, credible. But there's just something about this that doesn't quite click in a way that their song last year did. It sort of meanders along. She can definitely sing, but I just have a feeling this isn't going to make the cut. Whereas last year, if they submitted that song, or if it made it all the way to an actual Eurovision, I think it would have done very well. This year, however, 6 points.
Representing the Czech Republic.
Honestly, don't care. I'm happy you're here. I'm trying to make you smile for a while now. I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Why don't you come over and have it? Why don't you let me have it? Oh, I did a lot of dumb a lot of things I wish I didn't do. Hey, baby, come back, won't you, babe? Come back. Hey, whole world crazy. Is it crazy to love you? Oh, baby, come back, won't you, babe? Come back. You said you're still too mad about the things I did, but I don't know what I did, but baby. You said you gave few pounds, you blame apocalypse. That ain't no apocalypse, long as you hear on my lips. Honestly, don't care. I'm happy you're here. I'm trying to make you smile for a while now. I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Why don't you come over and have it? Why don't you let me have it? Oh, you've been home too long. I've been home too long. We both need to feel love. Nothing wrong with that. Můžeš být u mě klidně. so beautiful. Oh my God, oh my God. Yeah. Why don't you let me?
I'm David Murphy, and here we are with the big songs from this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Let's see what our panel make of the Czech Republic.
Oh my God! How the Czech Republic have gone up and up and up over the recent years with great modern entries to the Eurovision Song Contest, such as Lake Malawi and Mikuláš Josef. This year the Czech Republic celebrates their 10th entry to the Eurovision Song Contest, and also Benny Cristo has a song that appeals to me in the contest, though I don't think it can live up to the expectations that we have of the Czech Republic now having had Mikuláš Josef as well as Lake Malawi. If it qualifies for the grand final, it will be in the lower region of the scoreboard. The Czech Republic, 8 points.
Benny is another of the class of 2020 coming back to have another go with a considerably better song. Seems as though in the interim period people thought, how is that going to do well, and wrote something better. This one, called Omaga, means nothing clearly, but I presume it's a play on words of oh my god, which Benny sings to describe the fact that he's let the love of his life go, silly boy. And this is his attempt to woo her back. Well, he's won me over. If she don't want him, I can have him. This is a bona fide summer bop that if it was released in your nation's chart would do very well indeed. In this contest though, it's going to be up against a lot of other bops and bangers and the like, but this really does stack up with the best of them. The lyrics of the chorus are sung just a couple of times too many, but it'll certainly get into your televoter's head. 6 points.
If this was a show to give an award to the most entertaining official video, the Czech Republic would be buried in Czech grounds and the lead would be up for Best Actor. As it is, we have to make do with Benny Cristo's fun, upbeat and incredibly catchy Oh My God. He has a far better chance of final qualification in 2021 than he had in 2020, and whether this is a traditional band performance or something else to tantalise his fans, Benny won't be forgotten. 8 from me.
Oh, we've been proper excited for the return of lovely, lovely Benny Cristo. It's a shame that this song isn't much more than background music, really. Like, if we were in Primark, we'd quite happily be filling up our baskets while bimbling about the jumble piles, but wouldn't be able to tell you after we left the store if there was any music even playing. So we're going to give 3 points to the Czech Republic.
I really like Omaga. I think it's a really, really great song. It feels very Benny. It feels very authentic to him. I am really, really hoping that this carries on where the Czech Republic have left off, because they've kind of been building this memento for the last few appearances of theirs at Eurovision, and I really hope that this carries that on, because I really think it deserves to qualify. Whether it will or not, I'm not sure. I think it's kind of on the borderline, but I really, really, really hope it does, because I think it's a cracking little song, and I'm giving the lovely Benny from the Czech Republic 7 points.
Now, I like this a lot. Wasn't a fan of Benny's song last year, although a lot of people do prefer his song last year to this year, but I'm not one of those. I think he's got a great song this year. It's a proper summery pop number. He's a good bloke, he could definitely sing. I think this is going to do pretty well, actually. It's unlike anything else you'll be seeing in Rotterdam, and I think this could get a decent result for the Czech Republic. I'm going to stick my neck out here and say this could even scrape into the top 10. For me, it's getting 8 points.
Representing Ireland.
I'm gonna let down all the armor, let up the power that I've been hiding. Not afraid of the monsters, of the nightmares that I've been fighting. Easy to run, hard to stay, finding colors in the gray. Thought I was done, but I got it wrong. I fell twice, I'm twice as strong. I'm the searching all
Still statistically the most successful nation at this competition with 7 wins under their belt, but Sweden are snapping at their heels. Let's find out what our panel make of this year's effort from Ireland.
Leslie Roy. Wow, what a great singer. She's now living in the USA doing music. We had the pleasure to get to know her a bit better during an interview we did on Radio International last summer. Leslie had the story of my life in 2020, but then Eurovision was cancelled, as we know. Maps is her 2021 offering, but I think this song is not as good and will not be as successful as probably the story of my life would have been. Ireland, 6 points.
It's unclear which series of Ordnance Survey maps that Leslie's singing about, but I'd like to think it's the Explorer series, but enough of my map-related knowledge and anecdotes. Maps is a metric ton better than last year's effort, which, in the opinion of me, needs to be less I'm gay and more I'm singing a song, and make no mistake, this is a song. It shares the same driving backbeat that Story of My Life had, but as others have said, people aren't going to care how it got here, it's just here. It's typically Eurovision if such a thing exists these days. The structure of the song is instantly recognisable, but I just hope that Leslie can sound less twee and more beefier to match that strong backbeat, because the preview video, which I'm basing this on, leaves me feeling as though she's fighting to be heard. Either that or it's been mixed terribly badly. 6 points.
You can tell that 12 months of songwriting and production have gone into Maps, especially when you see Leslie Roy talk about her Eurovision journey. Unfortunately, the one essential ingredient we have yet to see is her live vocals, and they were a bit lacking with the one performance of Story of My Life we saw in 2020. If she can nail those, and the staging is right at the Ahoy, back into the final with you, Ireland. 7 from me.
You know, if it wasn't for songs like this, we'd be sat plaiting our legs for hours on end. This has designated bathroom break written all over it for us. No points to Ireland.
Ireland have, I don't know where they've pulled this from. I really loved Leslie's song last year. I thought it was really cool, really funky, but I think this one is even better. I've seen some of the live performances of it. Leslie is a real star. She's got a really great kind of performing persona. She looks like she's having the most amazing fun, and I hope that if she can bottle all that, bring that to the stage at Eurovision, then I think we could see a really strong result for Ireland, and I think it would be well deserved. I adore this song, Maps. It's one of those songs that's got the wrong title, like quite a few. They sort of have a strange word or a strange title that sort of is related but isn't actually the title of the song, but you know, whatever. I do love this. I'm giving Ireland 10 points.
Well, talk about extremes. Last year, the Irish song was definitely one of my least favourites. Didn't rate it at all. This year, straight into my top 10. A lot's going to depend on the live performance here, and I'm still reserving judgment there. But if she performs this well, it is actually a really good song. Yeah, and there's nothing spectacular about it, but it's got a good hook. It's very radio friendly. I think it's one of Ireland's better entries of recent years. Admittedly, that's not saying too much, but I hope this gets the result it deserves. 8 points.
Representing Israel.
Take a look what we become. It's been so long. Getting you out of my life, I feel so strong. Set me free. Feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down. Feeling like in prison, looking for the reason I don't wanna say goodbye. Feels like no tomorrow. Everywhere that I go, babe, I'm gonna lose my mind. Just another story, tell me not to worry. will become true. Set me free, feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down, oh. Set me free, feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down. I'ma make it on my own. Gotta see what she got on. I'ma make it on my own. I'm so awesome, come and get some. What are we living for? I'm your reason, spicy season like we did before. Let me take you higher, set the place on fire. 2021 degrees, feel my beating heart and set me free. Set me free, set me free, set me free, set me free. Gotta see what she got on. I'ma make it on my own. Harmony, don't let me down, just set me free.
So I'm not quite sure how both Ireland and Israel made it into Central Week when they're both as far west and as far east as we go, but hey ho, that's Eurovision. Let's see what our panel thought.
Eden Aline is a great singer with a great entry to the Eurovision Song Contest 2021, Set Me Free. We had the pleasure to interview Eden Aline on Radio International earlier on. Already, Faculty B was one of my favorites in 2020, though what I miss a bit is the Israeli feel in the music. It could come from any country actually, but still I am sure it will be in the grand final. Israel, you get my 10 points.
After my experiences at Ben Gurion Airport at 2 a.m. in the morning of the Monday after the contest, yes, my badge says press, no, I didn't go to the occupied territories. I've been here 17 days because, people want to know what happened. Yeah, I really did say that. I'm predisposed to never wanting to go back there again. Thankfully, the first version of this song granted me my wish, and I was all for giving it a very low score. Then they went and revamped it, so I canned that review and listened to this again. It's amazing what a bit of spit and polish can do for a song. It's got the makings of a decent track. Eden has a great voice, but at its heart it's a basic R&B track that the real people out there would be familiar with, and in a break with conventional wisdom they scrapped the key change for key change's sake at the end of the song and replaced it with that tried and tested musical trick of the song of screaming the high notes at me. The overall impression of the song is now much better than the original would have been, but it's still just a basic nondescript track that had a couple of bells and whistles put in. 5 points.
In my opinion, Eden Aline is the artist who has suffered most from Eurovision 2020 being cancelled. Fekala B was a unique pop song with elements from different language threads that pulled together beautifully, allowing her to give so much love when performing and singing that track. Set Me Free from 2021 has none of that. It's a bland, average pop song that she clearly didn't want to win, and the revamp has made this even worse. Israel are not qualifying, and it's just an average 6 from me.
Now this is more like it. We're bopping, we're moving, we're having a good time. There's enough variation in it to keep us interest, and OMG, how long have we been waiting for a key change? 6 points to Israel.
It's great to see Eden back again with another cracking song. Maybe not quite as good as last year, but really still a very good up-tempo pop song. There are a lot of up-tempo, cool girl pop songs, and at some point one or two of them are going to cancel each other out, and my fear is that this might be one of the ones that ends up falling by the wayside. In any other year or in any other situation maybe it wouldn't, but this is one of the ones that I think might be on the dodgy list, much as I love it and think it's a really, really good song. So I am giving this time Israel 6 points.
Representing Latvia.
All Out Eurovision.
The queen of the night is coming. The blood moon is rising. When I'm walking like this with an attitude, you should know that I'm coming after you. You can run, you can hide, but you're mesmerized. In your mind, I'm already idolized. Playing dirty, got something to say to my face. The queen of the night is coming. The blood moon is rising. Get ready for the touch your fate. I will lead, I will guide you on your way. I'm here to remind you're in the right place. Playing dirty, not my case. Give it up, hopes, not my case. Being envious, not my case. You got something to say to my face. My rules, your rules. I'm a woman, I'm a ruler. Rules, your rules. I'm accepting only true love. Rules, your rules. I'm a woman, I'm a ruler. Got something to say to my face. My rules, your rules. Getting ready for the parade. Rules, your rules. No excuses if it's too late. Rules, your rules. Everybody follow my way. Got something to say to my face.
I'm David Murphy with you on All Out Eurovision, navigating through this year's Eurovision Song Contest, ably assisted by my panel. Let's see what they make of Latvia.
A singing beauty from Latvia, but to me the song is not appealing to me at all, and I fear that it will not qualify for the grand final. To me this is strange music to my ears from this Baltic country. Usually I always was fond of Latvian entries, but we had these odds over the recent years, so I'm not really into that kind of music. So for me, Latvia, just 4 points.
Latvia haven't been very good at this contest for a while now. I mean, yeah, every so often they get to remember what it's all about, and in that vein, you'd have expected Aminata to remember what she had to do when she was in the contest. Well, that seems to have gone right down the toilet when she came to write this song. It's almost as though she's had a blow on the head and it's become opposite day, because this is exactly not what Europe wants to see. Serial national final loser for 2 countries, Samantha Tina, may share her birthday with me, but I think I have the edge on the vocal talent stakes, and that's a title I'm ready to accept. It's yet another song with a female empowerment vibe, but this one shouts girl power at you in many ways. She crowns herself with a pathetic hand gesture, more of which in a moment. If you're going to slap Europe about the face, you've got to be stronger and have more ideas than a very generic lyric that's repetitive when shouted at me for a very long time. You often have a better impact when you're rather subtle or good. This is neither. 2 points.
Love her or not, you cannot ignore Samantha Tina, and you definitely cannot ignore The Moon is Rising. She is a force of nature, her live vocals are impeccable, and she gives a performance that you will not be able to tear your eyes away from. Write this off at your peril. Jurors will appreciate the sound and the visuals of Latvia's entry this year, and even Graham Norton's undoubted sarcasm about this will be misplaced with the televoters. It's a 10 from me.
This has the potential to either be amazing or an absolute car crash live, and that's why we're enjoying it for now. Wearing our hands on our head like a crown, we're giving this 8 points.
Oh, Latvia, what have you done? So, the delightful Samantha Tina is back, and she's got all the sass, all the girl power, for want of a 90s reference, all the stuff, all the razzle, all the dazzle, and yet she doesn't really have a song to go with it. This is a I don't really know what to say about it, because I love the whole kind of package of it, but the song just leaves me a bit cold. I don't think that there's much to it, and I think that despite the drama that is Samantha, I can't see this qualifying. I mean, don't quote me on that, because I've been wrong about these things before many times, but at the moment I can't see a place for Latvia on the Saturday night. Maybe that'll change when we get to the big stage in Rotterdam in a few days' time. I'm giving Latvia 2 points. Sorry, Latvia. I do love you, but sorry.
Oh, Latvia, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. No, just no. I mean, I endured last year. I just can't do it all again. Not after the year we've all had. I don't think I can cope with another 3 minutes of this noise. Sorry, Latvia, you're a lovely country with lovely people. You've sent some brilliant Eurovision songs over the years, but this year, no. 2 points, because I'm feeling generous.
Representing Lithuania.
Okay, I feel the rhythm. Something's going on here. The music flows through my veins. It's taking over me, it's slowly kicking in. My eyes are blinking and I don't know what is happening. I can't control it, don't wanna end it. There's no one here and I don't care. I feel it's safe to dance alone. Dance alone, 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 dance alone. Let this go take right at my home. It is okay to dance alone. Dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone. I got the moves, it's gonna blow. Dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone. By dancing on my own, I'm healing wounded soul. My body's shaking, heart is breaking, have to let it go. I need to get up and put my hands up. There's no one here and I don't care. I feel it's safe to dance alone. Let this go take right at my home. It is okay to dance alone. Dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone. I got the moves, it's gonna blow. Dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone. Let's disco back right at my home. It is okay to dance alone. I got the moves, it's gonna blow. It is okay to dance alone. Let's disco back right at my home. It is okay to dance alone. I got the moves, it's gonna blow. It is okay to dance alone.
Some great efforts from Lithuania at the Eurovision Song Contest in recent years, but what will this year have in store? Let's go to the panel to find out.
Already in 2020, I thought that the Roop could win the Eurovision Song Contest, but as we know, it got cancelled. Luckily, the Roop was selected once again to be the Lithuanian entry to the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. Great song and outstanding performance that we've never seen before at the Eurovision Song Contest, and definitely it's going to be in the grand final. And from JP to the Roop in Lithuania, 12 points.
The Roop were, if you're short of memory, that group that would have won the 2020 Eurovision if everybody else hadn't won it. They came back in a sham final this year where they were all but guaranteed to win, which begs the question, why did anybody bother? Discotheque is, like 10 Years for Iceland was, not as good as their previous entry, but with On Fire being one of the standouts of 2020, that doesn't mean that this is poor. If we take away the lead singer and his stupid hand movements which get on my nerves because the song doesn't need them, it's a disco stomper. But the breathless one-word sentences of the verse are all designed to get in the head of our simple televoter, as is the fact that they use discotheque as a verb getting away from a good piece of pop. It's catchy as hell in all the opposite ways to Denmark and Germany, and it's opening the whole shebang on a Tuesday night. There's every likelihood people are going to go, it's the song with the funny hand movements, and get it through. When it gets to the final, which it will, it'll be in direct competition with other good songs, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. 8 points.
Could Lithuania have not bothered with the selection process this year? Probably, but it has let the group refine their Eurovision entry for 2021, get live practice, convince their nation and Eurovision fans that they have a better overall package than last year, and go to Rotterdam with the most visually engaging entry of them all. Whether it's the official video or their national final performance, it's just like 2020, but yellow and better. 10 points from me.
We bloomin' love the group. This is high up our list of favourites. Love the disco, sounds a lot like Hot Chip, and we can try and learn some funky dance moves that we'll recreate badly after a couple of cocktails. As it's in our top 10, it's bound to crash out in the semi-finals. 10 points for Mission Eurovision.
Well, now we come to my favourite of the contest. A song that is a bit of a splitter, a bit of a marmite. There are a lot of people who do not like the group, do not like what they're doing, do not like Discotheque, did not like their song last year. I love it. I have lapped it up from the second I saw it at the thinly disguised national final. I adore this. I don't think it's going to win, and I'm going to be really, really disappointed. But I really hope it does well. It really deserves to. It's our opener for the show for semi-final 1. So it's the first song that we're going to see after the 2-year gap, and it is a cracking song to be the kind of welcome back anthem, if you like, for the 2021 contest. With no surprises to anybody, if I could give this song 12,000 points, I would. But I'm limited to 12. So 12 it is for Lithuania. Boys, I love you. I can't wait to see it on stage.
So I'm one of the ones that never quite got the Root song last year. I found it, well, a bit annoying, really. This year, it's got something. I can't put my finger on what it is, but it does something that makes you sit up and listen. For me, it doesn't cross over into being annoying or irritating. It's totally different to anything else you're going to see and hear in Rotterdam this year. And I think for the casuals, the people just turning in on the Saturday night, assuming it's made it through, I think it's going to sail through, I think this is going to hoover up the televotes and get a decent jury score as well. For me, 7 points.
Representing Poland.
The world's biggest music contest, All Out Eurovision.
Lights beating down the rainy street. All the faces that I meet tell me I'm wrong. Bright, staring at the neon signs, making up a storyline. Gotta hold on. Not lost, even in the dead of night. I can make it out alright. Just let me go. Yeah, I will make it through somehow. Let me figure out what is in and out. So baby, hold on for
They've certainly got the measure of the junior edition of the contest, having won back-to-back in 2018 and 2019, but they haven't quite replicated the same success at the adult version of the contest. How will Poland fare this year?
Rafał co-hosted the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2020 from Warsaw last November, and since being a child of the 80s, I do actually like that entry, The Ride, as it reminds me so much of that great decade of the great music. On the other hand, I'm doubting if it can find a place in the grand final. Though don't forget the Polish diaspora, who will be voting for the Polish entry no matter what. My 7 points go to Poland.
There wasn't a lot of love for this song, and it's pretty easy to see why. On the face of it, it's your typical East European man singing about how he's going to take what's his and damn to anyone else if the lady of his dreams is going to do anything about it. The righteous indignation mob rightly came down hard on this sentiment. How dare a good-looking young man sing a flimsy pop song about going out and having some women, and it's easy to take a pop at that. When, though, it was revealed that a non-man originally sung the demo and it was entered in the Lord Almighty Festival of Melodies in Sweden, their objections to Rafał melted away, to be replaced with, well, it's just a song out of Melfest then, isn't it? Yeah, well done everybody. It is, though, typically Swedish, poppy, up-tempo, not exactly modern. It still has the whiff of being polished about it. If it was in Sweden, it would have been produced to within an inch of its life. As it's in Poland, it's left to wither and die on the vine. 5 points.
Because Polish broadcaster TVP wanted a banger this year instead of a well-sung and powerful ballad, they have used one of their employees who just happened to have a very dated middle-of-the-road pop song to hand for 2021. Despite what Rafał says, you really won't get the ride of your life with Poland's entry this year, even if the lighting ends up bright enough for him to really keep his sunglasses on indoors. 6 from me.
It's alright, isn't it? Again, it's one of those songs that you'd quite happily bop around to if it came on the radio when you're in the car. But perking us up when we're stuck on the M42 is very different to winning a song contest. 5 points goes to Poland.
Now, for all the talk around Denmark being the throwback to the 80s feel-good kind of song, here's the song that if you really want a good quality 80s throwback, well, it's coming at you from Poland. This is everything that the Pet Shop Boys were doing in the 80s and early 90s. It's got a very, very kind of, Neil Tennant vibe to it. And I was around in that era and I loved the Pet Shop Boys back in the 80s. So I really love this because it really does remind me of that. And I think it's great. It's not very often I've been able to kind of be this enthusiastic about a song from Poland, but this time I say that. Actually, I loved Poland in 2019. Never mind, strike that. I still love this. I think this is brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing it on the stage. Will it qualify? Who knows? But in my mind, it's a really good song, and I'm giving it 8 points.
Look, don't shoot me. Please don't have a go at me, but I absolutely love the Polish song. Yes, regular listeners will know I do like an 80s vibe. I do like that sound of music. I think this is just brilliant. I mean, he's not blessed with a huge amount of, charisma and personality, but I really like this song. Is it going to do well? I think it might struggle to qualify, if I'm being honest, but if it was down to me, this would sail through one of my favourites this year. 10 points. I'm sorry.
Get closer, feel more, all out Eurovision.
My thanks, as always, to our excellent panel: Anna Ferguson, Alistair Rendell, Lisa Jane Lewis, Phil Colclough, Martin Palmer and JP. We'll be back on All Out Eurovision real soon with more from the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. I've been David Murphy. Speaking of Poland at Junior Eurovision, let's play their winner from 2019, Vicky Gabor. This is Superhero. Goodbye.